Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
I actually, even though yesterday was Mother's Day, I actually went over to my dad's at some point and did a bit of a visit with my old man. And he lives on a property where he's got 2 horses. And his horses are like their children. Like Elise is, like she's out there every morning. She cleans the stables and they're going at each other. It seems like the 2 horses are going at each other at the moment. And I'm not a horse guy. Like horses, they kind of freak me out. The only time I've ever had anything to do with a horse was my uncle when I was a kid. He had horses up at Mount Nebo. But they were sort of old horses, and I'd get to sit on Pegasus, and he'd walk Pegasus along, and I'd sit on Pegasus' back, and even then,
the chance of an incident are fairly low with Pegasus.
Yeah, but it was still
other than it literally dying while you're on it, and crushing you.
It's still scary though. Like when I walk up the hill, and you're sitting on this thing that's like, what do they weigh? 500 kilo horse?
Probably more. I don't even know. But
wait, have you met Pegasus, Luttsy?
No, but he's telling me about Pegasus.
Yeah, he's an old.
We've all been there when when you were young. They literally walk you around on a horse. But there's nothing. Unless you're I'm watching that bloody Netflix series at the moment.
Oh, are you enjoying it?
Which is fantastic about the American racing,
Kentucky Derby,
Derby, and the Triple Crown.
Yes,
but when you watch that sort of gear, Nikki, it gives you an insight into the dangers of being a jockey. Like the way they ride these, they're basically on top of something that weighs as much as a motor car. Like
they're the gutsiest. They're the gut. Their courage is underrated.
There's nothing fun about getting on a thoroughbred racehorse, like a fully it's dangerous.
And they're jumping on it with hardly any it's not like a big saddle or anything. No, they're sitting on next to nothing.
They're balancing on top of the thing. It's crazy.
I was thinking about that yesterday. Going, I don't even know how they get up onto the horse.
It's absurd.
And I was standing next to the horse yesterday, and I had my runaway bait jacket on.
This is an ex-thoroughbred.
It's an ex-racehorse.
It's terrific what they're doing these days, looking after
it,
by the way.
Ex-racehorse. And it's got its head right next to me. And one thing I remember about the horses is they go, the thing about horses is they can smell fear. Have you ever heard that?
Yes.
So don't be afraid.
Oh, easy.
And Dad goes, just be careful of Finn. He'll nibble at you. Well, and Finn's got these lips, right? And
Finn's got these lips.
His lips start coming in. I'm thinking it's like freaking out about the colour of my jacket because I was wearing a Runaway Bay Seagulls jacket, but it was kind of like it's red, white, and blue colours of the club, and I'm like, is it starting to skits out about it's coming, it's right here, and its lips are going, look, and all I could see was its teeth.
Yeah,
and I don't think I've ever noticed the size of a horse's teeth before. Have you ever seen how big
they're huge? Yeah.
They have got their teeth.
Yeah.
Their teeth are huge, and they got like a top and
2 inches long,
top and a bottom. Like this thing could rip my face off.
This is a whole level of fear of horses that I've never comprehended.
Yeah, and he's nibbling kind of at my shoulder, like he's and Dad's going, don't be afraid, he'll smell your fear. And I'm going, well, I am afraid. And I don't care what it can smell right now. I just had to get the hell away. I completely skitzed out. And
that would have helped.
Luttsy, as I went like this, I pushed away.
Yeah, it would have balked.
I was freaking out. Then it's moved its head.
Yeah.
And it's like, it missed me by that much.
Yeah.
That it was like, if that had connected with me,
it's a horse.
It would have knocked me unconscious.
Its head's bigger than Mitch. It's like they're huge heads.
Their heads are massive, and their muscle, the muscle on them.
I don't know whether it was the jockey or the trainer with Winks, but it's like full on. After one of the big races, they went in to hug it. Might have been the jockey. And it's gone bang, headbutt. It's gone, get off me, mate.
That'd be nothing to the horse either.
I kind of hug like that.
That's what you do.
I kind of hug like I'm not much of a hugger. When people come to hug me, I kind of bam them as well.
You are a bit that way. You'll throw the head around a bit and get those chompers out.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.
Now, I know we take a lot of things for granted living here in Australia. Like, a lot of our beaches have free parking. And a lot of our beaches are free. Like you go to some places, like in the US, you have to have a permit to go on certain beaches to go surfing. I've seen people arrested because they didn't have a permit to go surfing.
Really?
Or private beaches, when like a hotel will own a slice of a beach.
Well, that's very European. But even in Europe, you can still go to that bit of the beach. You just can't lay on the sun lounges. But yeah, in America, there are certain ones where, trust me, I tried. And the Germans put all the towels out. But I just saw a video the other day, something that I have been taking for granted, that really surprised me. At his reaction is American. He's come to Australia and he's gone to the petrol station to fill up his car, and then he's done this video out of sheer shock.
One of the most wild things about being on Australia is their gas. I'm looking at this gas pump and I'm like, I don't even know how much gas this car takes or what to even put in it. So I go in and ask the guy, and I'm like, how do I pay? Like, I don't know how much. He goes, you just go fill up. I'm like, yeah, but I couldn't pay because, in America, you just pay and then it stops pumping. He's like, no, you fill up and then whenever it stops, you just come pay. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, no, just go out there, fill up the car, and then come in and pay. I'm like, you guys trust people to fill up their car and then come in and pay like an honor system? He was like, yeah, you guys don't do that in America. I'm like, no, people would steal gas left, right, and center if it was an honor system. And I'm blown away that the people of Australia do not steal gas. And I asked the guy, has anyone ever stole gas? He was like, not that I reckon.
No, it does happen.
It's a good good point, though. I've only done it once where I remember, I think you have, Ash.
I did it down here at that BP just around the
Well,
corner.
accidentally.
I did it at the Shell just around the corner after work. Just like when you,
where I get my sandwiches.
Yeah, that joint. Yeah, that joint. Yeah, the Shell. Yeah, I just just think about something else, filled the thing, got in my car, just drove off. And got home and went, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And went back. And I'm not sure that they even, wasn't like,
Clocked
you
it.
came back. They didn't even know.
Well, with me, I was at the one around the corner here. I went in and I filled up, got the fuel. Then I went in store. I bought a can of drink. I paid for the can of drink, and then I left. And then it was about 2 weeks later. I got a
They contacted you?
the police
On their little
contacted
cameras.
the police contacted me. I think it was the police or someone. I think it was the police, and said you haven't paid for fuel. And I was like, what? Where? What are you talking about? And then I had to go down there and fix it up.
Really?
I've had, when I was younger and I had no money, I remember I filled up once, and it was just my Nissan Micra, so it would have been like $25. And then I went in to pay, and I didn't have any money. And I had to say, I'm so sorry. I actually can't pay right now. Can I come back later and give you some money? And they're like, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, they
That's
did?
just-
Did you come
yeah.
back?
Yes, because it was
Don't-
my regular
hey,
haunt.
Don't yell at me. I'm just...
Plus, they had the best red frogs. You can't burn the service station that have the little good
Well,
bags of red frogs.
That's the problem, right? Yeah, you can't. You got to look after them.
Yeah, you do. Plus, you got to make sure you can go to all the petrol stations. Sometimes there are stretches where there's only one that you can use,
Yeah,
so
you
can't burn them.
that bridge. Yeah, it's like back in the
No.
day when you had videos. Remember the old video stores? You get a video and then you'd have heaps of late fees.
Yeah.
So you'd drop them back and go, oh, well, I'm never going into that store again because it's going to cost me $58.
You end up driving 70 kilometres just to see Rocky 3.
The Ash, Luttsy and Nikki Osborne podcast.